This is the De'Longhi Magnifica Evo, and my first thought when I powered it up was, whoa, that warm-up is fast. The second thought came seconds later when the grinder kicked in. Okay, this thing means business. From my experience using it daily, it sits in a sweet spot between press-a-button convenience and hands-on control, especially if you care about espresso quality and don't mind steaming milk yourself. Key features worth knowing up front. It's a fully automatic bean-to-cup machine with a built-in steel conical burr grinder, 13 settings, a manual Panarello steam wand, a one-touch capacitive control panel, and a front-access 60-ounce water tank. It brews espresso, coffee, long, Americano, and iced coffee at the touch of a button, and it heats up in under a minute thanks to a 1,250-watt thermoblock. If you're new, a thermoblock is a rapid on-demand heater, great for speed, but it can't brew and steam at the exact same time like a bigger dual boiler setup. The design leans modern and friendly. Soft edges, a sloped panel, and a silver-black finish that looks clean on a counter. It's surprisingly narrow at 9.45 inches wide, which helps in tight kitchens. Though the 17.32-inch depth means you should check cabinet clearance because beans load from the top. The machine weighs about 20.8 pounds, which gives it a solid, planted feel during grinding and brewing. The face panel uses backlit touch icons instead of physical buttons. It's simple to wipe clean, and the icons are bright and easy to read. There's a height-adjustable coffee spout that handles everything from tiny espresso cups to mugs a little over 5 inches tall. The drip tray is large with a stainless grate that looks nice at first, but picks up micro scratches quickly. Under the tray, there's a little red condensate container that fills with water even if you're careful. That's normal for this design and not a leak. The steam wand sits on the left. It's sturdy, but the reach is a bit short, so smaller 12-ounce pitchers feel better than giant ones. The top doubles as a passive cup warmer. It's more of a storage shelf, unless the machine's been on for a while. Setup was straightforward. Add water, run the priming steps, test your water hardness with the included strip, and tell the machine so it schedules descaling properly. Every time it powers on, it runs a quick rinse through the spouts. I keep a cup under there because the drip tray fills faster than you'd think. The front right water tank slides out easily, and the window makes it simple to see levels. The control panel is genuinely convenient. Tap espresso, and it grinds, doses, pre-infuses, and pulls a shot. Pre-infusion just means it wets the coffee for a moment before full pressure, which helps prevent channeling and evens out the flavor. You can press ×2 to do back-to-back extractions for a double. If you want to set the exact volume for a drink, hold the drink button, let it pour, and release when your cup is where you like it. The machine remembers that amount. For espresso, I settled around grind settings 3 to 5 for medium roasts, with temperature on high. The factory default shot ran a bit fast for me, so I tightened the grind while the grinder was running to avoid jamming. Once dialed, I got a 25-second extraction with a rich hazelnut crema that tasted sweet and balanced. If you're curious, the pump is rated at 15 bars, which is more than enough. Espresso typically extracts around 9 bars at the puck. The other drinks aren't gimmicks. Americano pulls a normal espresso and adds hot water through a separate path, which keeps the shot tasting sweet instead of bitter. Coffee gives you a longer cup that's stronger than drip from a standard coffee maker, and the long mode uses pulsing to mimic a slower extraction that's great for single-origin beans. The iced coffee function bumps up the dose and lowers brew temperature a bit so your drink doesn't get watery when it hits the ice. Over ice, it's shockingly full-bodied. Milk steaming is manual on this model, and that's the point. The Panarello wand has a plastic sleeve that injects air automatically, making thick foam for classic cappuccinos with almost no skill required. If you want latte art, pull off the outer sleeve and use the inner tip to control how much air you add. The thermoblock produces steam in short bursts rather than a continuous blast, so it's not lightning fast, but it gets 6 ounces of milk ready in around a minute. After steaming, you'll need to cool the system by running hot water before you can brew another shot, because a single thermoblock can't hold both temperatures at once. It's a small workflow pause, but if you're making multiple milky drinks back-to-back, you'll notice it. For maintenance, this machine shines. The brew unit pops out from behind the water tank so you can rinse it in the sink. That's huge for hygiene and a big reason I trust the taste cup after cup. It also uses a tubeless path from grinder to brew unit, so there's very little stale coffee left over between shots. The auto-clean cycles help, but plan on emptying the drip tray every couple of days if you use it regularly. Descaling is automated and takes a while. Set the correct water hardness and use a filter to stretch the time between alerts. A few small quirks. The touch panel is sensitive, and I've triggered a brew by brushing the icons while wiping the counter. A panel lock would be nice. The grinder is loud, with a high-pitched tone you'll hear in the morning, though the steel burrs are durable and produce a consistent grind. Oily beans don't feed well. The hopper has a gasket to help with freshness, but very dark, shiny roasts tend to stick. Medium roasts work best. The drip tray scratches, and the silver finish is painted plastic, so I try to lift cups instead of sliding them. The espresso quality is consistently solid. From my experience, when I set grind around 3 to 4 and use fresh beans with a medium roast, the shot lands right in that sweet, creamy zone with a long-lasting crema. Americano and iced coffee modes are legit. I'm not just getting a long, bitter shot or a watery iced drink. I also love the removable brew group. It's not glamorous, but being able to rinse the heart of the machine is peace of mind you can taste. The front access 60-ounce water tank is smarter than a top loader for tight spaces. The warm-up is quick, and the 13-step grinder lets me tune flavor without fuss. The manual wand gives me the option to keep things easy with the sleeve on, or pull it off and practice real microfoam. It's the right kind of flexibility if you want to learn. In my opinion, the trade-offs are clear. Single thermoblock means you're alternating between brewing and steaming with short waits, so it's not a latte factory for a crowd. The grinder is on the louder side, and the finish can scratch if you're rough with it. The cup warmer isn't truly warm unless the machine's been sitting on for a while. Still, the core cup quality, the honest one-touch drinks, and the cleanable internals make up for it. It's perfect for someone who mostly drinks black coffee, espresso, Americano, a longer morning mug, and enjoys making a cappuccino or latte here and there. If you want an easy path to learn milk steaming without jumping to a full manual espresso setup, this is a friendly way to start. I'd recommend this for people who value fresh ground flavor, quick mornings, and straightforward maintenance, and who don't mind a bit of noise or the hands-on part of steaming milk. In conclusion, the De'Longhi Magnifica Evo ECAM 29043SB brings the cafe basics into a compact, approachable machine. The key features that matter: fresh grinding, smart one-touch recipes, removable brew unit, and a versatile manual wand are all here, and they work as advertised. If your household needs multiple milk drinks in rapid succession, consider an automatic milk carafe version or a dual heating machine. If your priority is espresso flavor, simple care, and real control over milk texture when you want it, this model nails it for the price. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe and drop your questions or your own experience in the comments. Thank you for watching.